What is up? What is up, guys? How are we doing this morning? Disclaimer here, make sure you remember that day trading is very risky. Most traders will lose money, and my results are not typical. Typical result of an average trader is that they will lose money, um, and there are no guarantees that watching my content or anyone else's content on YouTube will improve your trading significantly. Alright, so let's get into today's trading session. We've got about 5 minutes to the open here. Um, Also, one thing I wanted to cover here was yesterday's trading. I ended the stream about down 2000, over 2000. Um, I was able to close yesterday green. And I'll be posting a recap on that sometime in the next few hours. So I was able to close yesterday green. I caught a nice move on SDIO from 150 to $3 right here. I caught that whole move right after stream ended, and I ended the day up 800. So I'll be posting a recap on that tomorrow or sometime today, just to maintain transparency. But yeah, today's gappers we have SQL, our leading gapper here. And let's see, KPRX holding up. Okay, we got 570 as the high. Good morning, Jonathan. Yeah, very lucky yesterday that we were able to get out of that hole. If we didn't have CDIO gapping up, then I would have ended yesterday deep in the red. So I'm very lucky for that. And because of the way we traded yesterday, I have a sizing chart on my side monitor to make sure I don't oversize on anything. And that way I can stay disciplined here as we move forward on the rest of the day. 1 second here. Let's go like this, like here, and like this. There we go. So I make sure I can follow my sizing rules so I don't oversize on anything that's too risky. Just having it there as a reference so in the moment I don't do anything rash. VCNX, let's see what you're doing here. Sold off quite a lot. We'll keep it on a side chart, see if it wants to curl back up to $1. If it does get back up to 1, we have room to 120, 130. CYAD, sold off. I don't like the chart at all. Pop and drop. Lucy. This one was a gapper last week. I have 4. Okay, we have 313. It's a bit lighter volume, but hopefully the volume increases once the market opens. I'll get it on a side chart for now. And then we have MYO. MYO needs to get back over 70. Put that on a side chart. So once it's back over 70, 71, it looks promising. Then we have SLQT, no volume. VS, we lost a lot of money on VS last week, but the pattern looks a bit better this week. 16 seconds to open here. VS will put on a side chart. Let's see, BGRY popping up. SQL making a push for high right now. Our hot level is actually at 207. So we'll see here. Buyers at 91. I'm gonna try and hop in this for 91. Gonna hop back out. 91 needs to hold. Okay, watching back over 2. Halt levels at 207. Watching 207 halt. Halt levels should move up here shortly if it doesn't get locked in. It looks like it's getting locked in though, so I'm gonna hold into this halt. Alright. I usually don't trade the first minute of the open, but I did realize that we had a big buyer there at 191. So I was comfortable buying with that support. I was going to cut it below 191, as well as we also had the halt level was super close. Halt level was only 7 cents up, so I was comfortable that we would get into a nice position where we'd have support at 191, and then halt level was really close. So I'm glad that worked out for now. We'll see how it resumes. Right now it's showing 217, which is great for us. Yes, it's squeezing a little bit at the open here. And so is Lucy. Lucy. Lucy, Syed. Sam W. Yes. Just trying to see which one's worth it. KRPX is actually squeezing up, and I like to see that right here. Second leading gapper. KRPX high of 570. On this candle, high of 568. Now $5 stocks are supposed to be risking with 600 to 400 shares. So we'll go 400 shares for now. Okay, in here 37, watching 40. Watching 40. Has to hold 30 here. 44 on the ask, watching 44. Can we get back over 44, 45, and then move through 50? It's looking like a good bottoming wick for now. It's coming down. Gonna have to cut it here at 31. So yeah, looks like it's rejecting high a day for now. We'll see if it wants to hold 40 and then curl up. Lucy's going crazy. High of 348 on that candle. Now watching break of 350. In for the break of 350. Watching the break. There's 757. Out at 52. Okay. Watching the retest at 50. And at 53, watching 64. Watching 60, 64 here. High day is $4. Watching this over 60. 62. Got some out at 62. There's 70. Halt level is at 94. Okay, watching here. Back under 50, getting the rest out at break even. Let's fix this P&L for you guys. Is that good? There we go. Alright, so watching the dip here, there's 40 on the bid. High of 70 on that move. Okay, let's watch the resumption here as well. Should be at 35.43, 35.43. Right now it's showing 219, so hopefully that is the actual resumption price. We can get a pretty nice move there. Okay, here, Lucy. There's 50. And at 53 here for the move back to 60. We're now watching for an ad at 60, now looking for 65 and 70. Average is 58, watching 70 here. Watching through 60 here. Taking up half at 61 for break even. Looking for an add back through 65 push here. Watching those sellers at 65, watching 65 and 70. Watching 70 here. Cutting at 56. Gave back some. Okay, watching resumption here on SQL. 20 seconds to resumption, it's showing 220. So we're gonna miss this move on Lucy if it does break here. Watching this resumption here. Uh, 4 seconds to resumption, showing 22. Out at 24, now watching a move back to 30. Watching 30 break here. Watching 30. There's 35, hot level up. Will we get locked in here? Looks like we're getting locked in. There we go. Alright, so resumption should be at 41.13. Lucy's pulling back for now. CYAD. CYAD is moving up even after that after it sold off so much. I'm actually gonna mark out the high here because it's starting to be potentially a good move. CYAD. Watching over 70 here possibly. Watching 70 here. In at 68. Watching green through 70. Added at 70, watching 71. Seller at 71. Make sure we can break that seller at 71. Out at 67 for now. Okay, watching 71 for the break. Watching for 75. Seller at 71 still. $69 the ask. Hopping out at 67.50. So Syad, I'll wait for it to get a little bit more traction. Maybe it makes its way up to maybe we'll wait till it makes its way up to 180, 190 for the break of 2. But I think I'm gonna watch Lucy for now. Showing more potential at the current moment. So watching for 70 here on Lucy. In here 63, watching 70 for the break. So watching 70 for the break. Needs to hold 50 here. Needs to hold 50 and 60 here. Cutting it at 49. Unfortunate that we got that pop and drop. So we're red on everything except for SQL right now. So we might just have to focus on SQL. KRKR, what's that doing? KRKR looks good actually. Let's see where the hot level is on this. Hot level is at 53, up. High at 56 or 46. Starter here at 40, watching 44, and watching 46 for the pop through 50. So 43 on the ask. Green at 43, watching 44. A little bit lighter volume, but we do have potential squeeze over 50 for the hollow at 160. So sellers at 43, Watching 43. About a minute to resumption on SQL. So sellers at 43, let's watch. Lucy just broke highs. Adding at 43 on KRKR. Watching 50, 45 and 46. 30 seconds to resumption on SQL. Took off half at 45 on KRKR, watching 150 here. Seller at 50. Gonna go ahead and sell the rest here at 46 because SQL resumption's coming. 6 seconds to resumption. We got a pretty equal resumption here. Out at 40. And there's the halt down. Alright. Watching KRKR. KRPX is also KRPX. KRPX. Or not, KPRX. KPRX is kind of looking like it wants to curl through VWAP here, so I'm going to watch it here. Hollow up at 58. So VWAP here is at 22. We'll see if it wants to get through VWAP. KRKR losing 42. So KPRX through 520, 522 could be potentially good. KRKR. Watching KRKR. Looking for a potential spot to get in at 45. At 45.50, watching 47. High is 48 on the last move. So we'll watch 48 and that move through 50. There's a seller at 50. Watching 47, 48. Move through 50 here. So it is lighter volume. We're not getting buys at 44, 45. Seller at 42, we'll see if it holds. I'm gonna cut it at 42 as it's breaking. Good morning, Dolce. Watching VROX hold $1 and at 101 for a move to 105, 110. Lost $1 there, so let me go ahead and hop out. SQL resumption. It's showing a low resumption, so it's probably not going to be good for us, but we will see if it wants to resume and then curl back up, or if it wants to just go back into a halt down. Okay, that looks like it's a 10-minute long halt on SQL. MYO popping up. We'll watch 63 here. We'll be watching 63 here. $62.50. Okay, watching for 63 break. Don't like the 2-cent spread on the bid on the ask. We have to see a break of 63 here. Gonna hop out of this one for now. KPRX has just made its VWAP bounce. It's halted actually. So I missed it, damn. I was watching it the whole time. CYAD over 70. Watch 72 here, 73. Watch 72 here, 74. There's 74 on the ask. Can we get through 74 here? '71, '72, seller at 71. Cutting the trade break even. Back in for the break of 74. There's 75, 76. Trying to get out 76. There we go. Now watching 77, 80. This big seller at 77. Well, here, possible resumption. There's the resumption. Can we get back over 2 here? Nope, it's halting down again. It looks like it's getting pinned, so I'm gonna leave it be. KPRX. Watching KPRX resumption at 40 or 53. 53.21. 53.21. So high of 570 on KPRX. Last time we were at 570, we were at hit 568 and rejected it completely. So we'll see if this resumes. It's right now it's showing a lower resumption, so I'm not really excited about that. But if we resume lower and squeeze through the current halt price, then we'll hop in. Resumption at 53.21. I'll put Lucy on this side chart. KPRX watching 10 seconds to resumption. 63 is the spot right now. Resuming at 52, 51 area. So that's not a very good resumption. We'll see if it gets back over 60 though. Watching 63, and at 60. Watching 63, there's squeeze to 80, 85. Watching 605 is their halt level. Can we get above 6? Can we get above 590 here? No. Smashing back down. Gonna cut it at 38. So that's a big loss. Damn it. Damn it, I had the profit. I was just greeting for the halt. Should have taken half off at least. Damn. Almost 30 minutes of trading and almost nothing to show for it so far. Y80 moving up. There's 85. Seller at 85. Seller at 84. Added down there at 78. Now watching this move back through 85. Out at 81, small loss. So, we're kind of run out of moves so far, unless CY80 actually starts to go. But CY80's moving really slow. It's kind of a grinder. I really botched the KPRX trade. NVDA. It's really not much volume. Watching 207 break on IVDA. There's 208. Can we get 210 here? Two oh seven on the ask. 8. Can we get 9? Two oh eight on the ask. Took some off at 206. Spire at 207. Watching the squeeze to 210. Rest out at 207.30. So SQL resumed and went to a halt up. We'll watch it on resumption. Should resume at 02, 0220, 0220. ES is moving up. 143. High is 150 pre-market. Watching that seller at 42. So we're in at 42. Buyers at 42, watching break at 43, 44. Back out for a 1 cent loss. Watching over 50 here on KPRX. Hit a high of 47 there. $44 on the ask. Seller at 40 on KPRX. Breaking that seller at 40 on KPRX. There's 41, 2. Watching through 47 here. There's break at 50, out at 53 and 51. Okay. So Lucy's moving up. VS is moving up. SQL. SQL possibly has a move up here over 90. Watching 86 for this candle to go green. $86 and $77. And at 87 there, watching 94, 96, that's the halt level up. Watching 96 here. Add there at 90. Watching 90 here, seller at 90. Adding for the breakup to 96. Watching 94, 96 area here. 93 on the ask. Seller at 93. All level at 98 now. Taking stop at 98, 96. Rest stop at 94. If it gets halted up here, I would not want to be in the halt. Because last time we halted up, we were zoomed way lower, right here. So I'll wait for this thing to get back over 2 for me to stay inside halts. So I'm glad we're halting up here. It means we have potential to curl back up to 240. Potential. It's not guaranteed. We have potential. It's not a guarantee. We'll watch it on resumption. IVDA possibly. IVDA, let's see. So IVDA 215. High yesterday was 224. CYAD, marking out 185 as our high of day for now. IVDA, possible move through 215 here. CYAD. And they're at 80 on CYAD. Looking at this move to 85. So in at 79. Adding at 75. Gonna get back over 80 here. Getting out break even. Baidu moving up here. Doesn't want to break 62 here. Also SQL resumption should be soon. About 1 minute to resumption on SQL. Watching society if it wants to curl up to 63. So society doesn't look like it wants to at the moment. Watching Lucy. High of 65 on this candle. Seller at 65. Resumption on SQL here in 10 seconds. We'll see if it gets back over 2 here. Halt level is going to be at 210. So watching back over 2 for 210. Watching 95 for the move up to 2. Watching the move to 2 here. Watching 98 break. Took a loss there. Really big loss. False halt down. Back in there at 88. Hopping out at 80. Watching break a 2 here. SQL break a 2. 204 is the hull level up. Watching break a 2 here. Seller coming down. 205 is the halt level. Can we get the break of 2 here? Out at 94 for a loss or break even. Unfortunately, it flashed up to 205 and then went back down to 95. So by the time I got my fill, it was at 95. Unfortunately. Watch the move to 208. Out at 207. Halts at 208. I don't want to hold into this. But damn, I'm doing really poor today. I mean, we're down on the day. The spread on Lucy right now is too much. It's 10 cents at times. $180 is the halt level down. So I want to see if it false halts again here. If it false halts, we might hop in. $180, the halt level down. In here at 89, watching 92, 94. There's 95. Sellers at 95. So watching 95, if we can get back up there, we can see that seller. Gonna hop back out, break even for now. So SQL is finally getting its first consolidation period. Watching 95 here for the break. Buyers at 93. Watching 95 here. About break even. BBY, Bed Bath and Beyond. Looking for like a move through a 380, 385. Dip to 370. $65, $63, and at 56 on this dip. Sold at 51, it's dipping a little bit too low. Back in 52. Cutting up pretty much break even. Lucy breaking that big seller at 65, but I don't think it has the gumption to get through 70. There's 70. Break of 70 here, 75, high a day. And it's 67. Selling 200 shares break even. There's 75, there's 80. Can we get the move through 80 here? 79. Hold 70 here. Come on. Nope. Everything is disappointing today. SQL, I made money on, but then I lost it all. Everything else I've touched has been red. We're not even an hour in yet. It just feels so slow. A high of 83 there on Lucy. I just don't know what to do about it. SLQT. And at 37 on SLQT, watching the move through 40 here. Watching the move at 40, about 39. Watch 39 here. Buyers at 30 or 36. Watching 38 here. Okay, watching 39. Looking for that move through 40. There's 40. Tuck off some at 40. There's 41. Rest out at 39. Break even. Lucy looking like a move to 4 possibly. In there 93. Watching that move to 4. There's 97. So watching 97 here on Lucy. Still an 8-cent spread. So 93 on the ask. Watching this move through 97. I'll look for an add at 97. Gonna move through 4. Need some more volume on this candle though. There's 98. Taking half off at 98. Look to add back at 4. Add at 98. Can we get the move through 4? Buyers at 90. Adding at 96. Still buyers at 90. Out at 90 for a loss. This stock is disappointing. It moved so well the other day. Last week. It moved from 150 to $5 last week. Now it's struggling to get 10 cents. And they're 94 on Lucy. High of 98 on the Scandal. Break of 4 is break of pre-market high. Watching 98 here, looking for the break of 4. Can we see that break of 4? There's 98 again. Watching 90 hold. Adding 200 shares at 94. Watching 98 here. The 5-minute candle looks great for a breakout of 4. Dip to 76. Add at 82 there. Watching 90 here. Make it back above 90. There's 89 on the ask. There's 90. 92. Order to sell 600 at 92. $89 has a seller. So can we get through that seller at 89 here? There's 91, 92. Seller at 92. Out at 90 for profit. So back in for that break of 92. Seller's breaking. Can we get back over 95 here? We broke the seller. Out at 80. It's not going anywhere. So that whole sequence of trades was break even. I'm still down 250. It's like pointless trading right now. So I wonder what there is to trade. Maybe we'll just have to wait and at like 30 minutes for something to move. SQL's kind of curling. 84. Seller at 85. Seller at 85. Halt level's at 90. Seller at 83. Buyer at 80. Gonna be watching 85 for that break of that seller. Let's watch 90 here. 92 is the halt level. There's the 89. Watching 92 here. Taking some off at 89. Watching 92. Taking the rest off at 88. '89's the high of this candle. 95's the halt level. So break even trade there. Buyers at 85. Put a buy order down at 82 and 81. So filled there at 81 and 82. Now watching this bounce to 87. Can we get through 90 here? Alt level's at 96. Gonna be looking for an add at 90. Watching that seller at 89. Watching that seller at 89. Red going through at 88. Taking half off the table. Taking the rest off at 85. So it's still holding 82 here, which is good. You just need to see that break through 90. So watching the dip here, 78, 76. Hollow down is 68. So being careful here. View ups at 70. So in here, 79. Can we get back over 80? It's 82 on the ask. 84. Now can we get through a 90 here? We'll look for an add at 90. Definitely watching this break of 90. Hollow up is at 98. Added at 89, watching 90 break. Watching that break of 90, there's 92. Can we get through 90? Nope, gonna sell it at 89. So we got up to 80, 98 there. We tapped 98. Actually, no, we didn't tap 98. Must have just been one order that tapped 98. But the rest of the orders were at 92. So SQL, we needed that move right there, but looks like it failed that break of up to the halt level. SLQT maybe back over 40. SQL, that move was what we needed, but might be done. We were able to get back to green. We're up the daily goal, so I don't want to give back. Daily goal is still 400 on bad days, so we need to hold on to that. Today is pretty slow, so I will be wrapping up soon if nothing else goes. Or I'll just sit on my hands until SQL sets up again. But today is going to be a slow day, and sorry, but sometimes trading is just boring. Sometimes it's boring to watch. Sometimes we don't get anything moving and we're just sitting here, and that's the reality. Not every single day is a day where everything squeezes 100%. So today's an example of a day where I'm red on pretty much everything I touch, but the one stock that I had a flow on, I upped my share size on it because it was the one that was hitting for me, and it's not even that good of a move. And I mean it's pretty sideways and downtrending. We were able to catch some dips. I think we bought here around 78, 80. Then we rode it all the way to 92 with a big size. So, I mean, we really didn't get many moves today, but I capitalized on the one that we did get. So, let's see. Hollow's been halting a lot, but let's see if it actually looks good. Yeah, it does not look good. It looked good for a moment, and then it's fizzled out. Look at this, hollow. How does it resume from 510 halt at 560? 560. Like, pretty insane resumption for hollow there. And it squeezed up to a halt at 610. But then it resumed. I mean, imagine if you were in this at like break of 6, you hold into the halt at 615, and it resumes at 580. You're down 20 cents when you thought you were going to be up like 50. So sometimes halts are not something you want to hold into. They're great for volatility, but you have to be careful with them. Lucy is Lucy moving? No, it's back below VWAP. I did not like trading Lucy today. It was very. I mean, look at the chart. That'll tell you how much I liked it. I mean, it's just up and down here. And all these false breakout topping tail wicks. One finally broke out, but even that was topping wick here. Fat GQ, yeah. So we bounced back today. We bounced back yesterday. I'm gonna post a recap about yesterday's trading. And yeah, so we got lucky yesterday. We made over 3,000 on CD. I forget the name. CDIO, I think. CDIO. God. Is that the one? Yeah. CDIO yesterday. We made over 3,000 on this move from 170, 180 is when it hit my gap scanner, or when it hit my high day scanner. We traded it from there all the way till 330. And this one, I don't think it halted ever. It didn't halt, it just kept on moving up. I mean, the reason I made so much on it was because I was already sized in large from being down so much. So it's lucky I got bailed out, but it was pretty bad trading yesterday. I don't want to reward it. So even though we ended yesterday green, today I have my sizing spreadsheet pulled up because I forgot apparently what I'm supposed to be sizing on some of these stocks, and making sure that we're sizing correctly. SQL, I'm watching this over 80. Hot level is at 93. So seller at 80. So watching 80 here actually. So I was gonna buy 80 there, but there's a seller at 81. So watch that seller at 81. Remember, we don't want to go back below 400 today because it's slow enough as is. So if we go back down in our P&L, we're probably not gonna make it back. So if we do want to take any more trades, they really have to be like 90% of the time gonna work for us. No more stabs today. So high of 43 on SLQT, 41 on this candle. Fat GQ, is that today? Today at 12:50 Eastern? Seller at 43 on SLQT. Let's see, 12:50 Eastern time, that'd be 9:50 my time. Usually don't trade during that time. We'll see. Maybe I'm doing my recaps then, and then I'll maybe see if there's anything popping. But it's been pretty slow today, so maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep the scanner up, open. Okay, SQL, making a second attempt at 80. Follow is still at 92. SLQT, watching 41. SQL, watching 80. There's a dip down to 74. 74, 75. Maybe we take a dip down here. 75. So buyer at 74. But it looks like it's kind of feeling a little bit. We're getting a lot of red. There's the red 72. Follow downs at 62, view ups at 70. Hit a low of 67 here on this previous move down. So if we are gonna bounce, probably around 68 maybe. So we hit a low of 70 there, VWAP bounce. G-Sun moving up. 690 or 270. $69 there on G-Sun, 70. Okay, in here for the break of 70, 69. Low share size. Big buyer there at 67. Huge buyer. So doubled my share size there for that move through 73, 75. There's 80. Looking to take some off at 80. Took some off at 79, watching 80 break. Watch 80 here. Slowing down a bit, taking the rest off at 78 if I can. No. Gonna hop out at 73. So we'll see if that seller at that buyer at 67 is still there. If it is, we can get back in. Don't want to see any order spoofing here. So watch 67 here. That's where that buyer was. We could possibly just buy at 68. But I haven't really seen the seller at 67 or the buyer at 67 yet. I kind of want to confirm it for myself before I go back in. Or at least if I'm buying low. If I'm buying high, I can just buy high. Watch 67 here. 71, there's a buyer. Okay, in at 75. Watching break of 80. Break of 80 here. Watch 79, 80. Watch 80 here, break of 80. Took off half at 80. Watching the break of 80. There's 82. 82. Out the rest break even. 77. Okay. In there 80, watching 84, 85. There's 85. Order to sell at 85. We'll see if we get filled. Gonna cancel that order. Buyer at 80. Oh, I got filled at 84 on that exit. I think I lost money. Because I added right before that break of 85. So watching 80 here because there's a buyer at 80. So I add there at 81 with that buyer at 80. Stop is at 80. Out at 79. So 87 high a day. $366 is the high from a couple days ago. 332 is high pre-market from a couple days ago. Though 332 should not really be that strong. Okay, SQL moving up. All it was at 88. Hit a high of 83 there. Okay. From 75 to 83, we have that move. Now watching 90 here. And at 83, small size for now. Watching those sellers at 85. Out at 84. Back in 85. Watching 86 here. Watching 86. Losing 83, so I'm gonna go and cut it there at 83. Buyers at 74, 73 on G-Sun, watching this come down. Buyers at 71. Lots of selling going on. Bought there at 75, looking for this bounce to 80 here. Seller at 76, can we get through it? There's 80. Watching this back over 80. There's 81. Taking half off at 81, watching 82. High at ace, 87. Okay, are we gonna hold 80 here? If we don't hold 80, I gotta take the rest of this off. Taking the rest off at 75 for a small, like 1 cent loss in those last 400 shares. Okay, buyer at 71. It's getting eaten through though, there's lots of selling going on. Is that buyer at 67 still there though? That's the question. SQL making another attempt at break of highs. Excuse me. Sorry. At 87 here on SQL. Cutting at 85. G-Sun looking good. Watching the move through highs here. So I didn't make any money on that move. Lost $1 actually. 93. Okay, we'll watch this as it gets closer to $3. Right now it's a bit of a risk for a false stop. Okay, starter size there at 90. Gonna move through 95. We'll be watching this. I'm adding 200 at 95, but we'll add another 200 at break of 3. So watching that seller at 93, or at 3, 299. Let's sell 200 shares at 99. Now watching break of 3. There's the break, out at 99. It's 304. Do we reclaim 3 here? Or are we going to pull back to 90? So we couldn't reclaim 3 before that candle closed. Just 304 for a moment. Watching 3 here. And they're at 3, watching 304. Out at 301. $91 is the low there on that dip. Could have been a good dip. Watching 3 here, 305. And at 99. Cutting at 95. And at 91 there on the dip. Out at 93. Small win. Looks like I took it off the table just a bit too soon. Watching this back over 3. 99 average right now. Watch this back over 3. We have 304 for the highs. 301, 302. Can we get 304 here for the highs? There's 7, 9. Out at 7 there. So back in here for a break of 12 and 15. Watching 12 and 15 here for G-Sun, high day break. Micro pullback. Okay, gonna hop out here, break even. Buyer at 306. Back in here, 309. Break of 310, 312. Watch 15. There's 14, 15. Can we get 15 here? There's 15. Can we get break of 17? Took some off at 13. Watching 15 and 17. There's 20. Rest out at 15. Watching the dip here, 310, 308. I'll have an order down at 304. We'll see if it wants to come back down. If it doesn't, I can go ahead and hop back in at 319. Hopping back in for 320 break. Seller at 320. Back out. Back in. And back out. Break even trades there. There's 23. I'd like to see a pullback for the next leg higher. Down to like 305. If we could get a pullback to 305, that'd be nice. That 9 EMA, seeing how we're riding it on the 1 minute. That 9 EMA. I just don't think we have much room to squeeze here. We're breaking by like a penny. So we'll see if this pullback comes down to 305 area, 308. And I'll try buying the dip here. $307. Orders at 306. Can we get filled at 6 here? So it's not going to come back down. Can we get back down to 10? I might have missed the dip by 1 penny. Because they hit a low of 7, I went in at 6. I think I missed the dip. Starter there at 15, watching now 320. So that dip, watching 320 here. Added at 21, watching 23. Taking some off at 21, watch 24, 25. Sellers there up there. Out at 25. So it's proving itself here. Watching back over 20. And at 22, watching 25. Gonna hop back out at 20. So wait here. So we had a bottoming tail followed by a topping tail. So we did get that dip down to the 9 EMA, and then a rip back up for high day break. But the break was only by 2 pennies, so the breakouts aren't exactly great, but the dips, the pullbacks are doing very well. 9 EMA's at 308 now. So maybe we'll focus on dip trading this. There's 308, 7. Okay, in here at 12. Watching 15. The candle high is 15 on this one. Back out at 11. Back in at 12. Watching 15. So 13 on the ask. Watching for 15 break. Back underneath 10, so I cut it at 10. So maybe this pulls back on the 5-minute chart down to 3. There's the 15 I wanted last time. Up to 18, 20. There's 25. So in there 21, watching 25 here for the break. There's 29. Orders at 29 to sell. It's down. Damn, gave back a significant chunk there. Look at that dip. 98, we're in. Small size. Back over 3. There's 304. There's 302 on the ask. Gonna go ahead and cut it at 97. So that last trade we did give back. We added at 25. We took off half at 28. And that last ad cost us, because that last ad we sold at 06. 20-cent loss on 600 shares. That's, yeah, that's 120 bucks. So gave back 120 off the top. SQL has a hollow up at 83. Watching 77 break here on SQL. And at 72 on SQL on this dip. Gonna be watching this move back to 77. Buyers stepping in at 73. There's some sellers at 75. There's 76, 77. Sellers at 76. Took off half at 73. Rest off break even. Back in here 75. Came back down to 74. And 3. Gonna cut it for now as that seller pops up. So seller at 74 SQL. So G-Sun, maybe we gotta move back to 310 here. $308 there. So if we get the break of 308, 310 here on G-Sun, we could see 315, 320. Needs to hold 3 here though. So there, drip drops below 3. If we can get back above 3 and hold it, then we're looking good for a break of 310. Seller at 75 on SQL. And at 75 on SQL, watching the sellers get bought up at 76, 77. Can we get the move through 78 here? Can we get that move through 78? Buyers at 77. Watching 78 here. 76, 77. Green on the tape at 77. Watching 78 here. Green on the tape at 77. Watching 78. Let's see green at 78. There's green at 78. There's 79. Can we get green through this seller here? Taking off half at 78 and 79. Can we get through that seller at 79? Hollow is at 190. Watching that seller 79. We're not breaking through, so I'm out at 78 and 79. So watching 80 again for that break. Hollow was at 90. Back in 78. Watching break of 80. There's 81, 82. Taking off half at 81. Rest off at 79. Small profit. So 82 is the high there. Drop to 77. Add back at 78. Watching 80 again. So watching 80. Adding at 80, 78. Watching this move through 82. Can we get through that seller at 82 this time? Watching 80 again. Flattened it at 79. Small gain. So watch 80 again. Green at 80. Can we get through? Green at 80. Watching the break. Out at 78. Took a bigger loss there. 2% loss on 4,000. So we're watching this 80 break. Waiting for green to go through at 80. Watching 310 on G-Sun. Break of 310. Can we get the break? In at 308. Can we get that break? Watching 310 here. Can we get back over 10? There's 12, there's 15, out at 12, 13 there. Is there a dip here? 517. There's 18, 19, out at 19, watching 20. Okay, there's the high day break. I'm out of it for the high day break. 28, watching 28 break. At 27. Watching 30 here for the break. Okay, this pullback is normal. Watching 30 break. Watching the break of 30 here. There's 30. Tapped it. Can we get through the seller at 30? Seller at 30, can we get through it? So we tapped it. Can we get through? There's the pullback here. 19. 12. Added down there at 18. Watching 22. Watching back over 20. $320. Can we get back over 20 here? There's 18. SQL's going. There's 20 on the ask. 18, 19 on the ask. There's 22, 24. Can we get through highs here? 24, 25. High day 30. Watching 30 here. Order at 28 to sell a half. So watching 28 here. Seller at 23. Seller at 23. Gonna cut the trade here at 18. Halt levels at SQL is at 2. So I messed up the G-Sun play. Couldn't get out on that pop. Was trying to at least get half of my position out on that pop. Up to 29. And they're at 91, 92 average on SQL. Watching 95 here. Hop back out. Wait for 93 to come down a little bit more. Watching 93. $91, there's a buyer. Watch 93, 95. There's 94 on the ask. Watch 94 here. Buyers at 90. Cutting it as 90 breaks. Gave back another 100 there. And they're at 88. Buyer at 83. Getting out as the buyer breaks. Back in 81. Where's the bounce here? 83. Where is the bounce? There's no bounce. Gonna pop out, and we get back quite a lot. Disappointed in that. Pretty disappointed. BGRY. So SQL we gave back a lot. GSUN we gave back 100. Yay yay. Watching 9, 10. Buyer at 5. Watching break of 10 and 12. Watching 10 and 12 here. There's 12 on the ask. Can we get the break? Order sitting at 15 to sell. There we go, there's 18. Out the rest at 17. Back in here, 17 for break of 20. There's 20. Can we get the break of 20 though? Looks like it's breaking. There's 22. Out at 22. There's 24. Lowering share size for now. I want to keep some of this profit. Hit a high of 25 there. Watch the pullback. Okay, so we made a quick recovery there of our P&L on BGRY. Watching 25. Smaller size now. Okay, so this one might be done for just a little bit. We'll wait for it to pull back. I don't think it breaks 25 here. Yeah, seller at 20. Watch seller at 20. Buyers at 16. Gonna go ahead and put an order out at 17 to buy. because we have that buyer at 16. We start seeing orders at 20. I'm going to go ahead and get in. There's 20, and at 20, watching 25 for the break. Watching 25, added there at 25. We're not getting the break I want. Out at 25. There's 30. So we did get the break I wanted actually. Back in, watching 30 break. There's 33, 35. This thing's starting to go. Can we get 35 here? Out at 32. Okay. There's 37. 40. In at 40 there, watching 44, 45. There's 44, 45, out at 45, watching 50 now. Watching 50 here. So this candle opened at 31. We don't want to see it get back down to 30. We want this to hold 40. There's 45. Adding back in for 45. There's 37. Don't like it. Okay, back 100 off the top. So we don't like that topping candle. Really don't like that. There's 22. Dip trade there at 24. Watching 30. There's 26. Gonna go ahead and cut it at 23. Dip there at 16. There's 10. Gonna go ahead and cut it. It's not. Damn it. So it really just retraced that whole move in one candle. Damn it. So those dip trades, they cost me because I kept on going lower. Didn't think it had it in it to go about below 10. G-Sun's making a nice 5-minute candle for the next 5 minutes, 3:15. So BGRY we gave some back, definitely. So watch the next 5-minute candle on G-Sun over 3:15. So dip trade there at 3:08. I'm gonna be looking at this for a move through 3:15. Because the 5-minute candle to make a new high. So gonna be watching this for an add at 3:15. Needs to hold 3:08, 3:07 here. Realistically needs to hold 3:10. Okay, watching 15 for the break of the 5-minute candle. Added at 14. Can we watch 15 break here? So watching 15 here. 13 on the ask. Cutting it at 9 for a loss. Gonna try 15 here on BGRY. Want to see if we can get back above 20. There's 17 on the ask. Fires at 14. Out at 14 on BGRY. Watching 15 on G-Sun. False broke there. Can we get... Yeah, no, it's false broke out. Took a break-even trade there. Seller at 15. So we're reclaiming 15 almost. If we do get the breakout over 20. Gonna hop in with smaller size here, watching the break of 20. 18, 19, watching break of 20 here. Watching 20. There's 20. Can we get break 20 and 22? Can we get 22 here? 23. I want to see 23 here. High day 30, 30. So watching 30. There's 28. Watching 30. There's 38. Try getting filled at 38. No fill. Out at 30. 29. So that dip, I mean, it ripped, but now it's flushing down. It's gonna be, the move's pretty much done. That's gonna be the end of that move. So G-Sun's pretty much dead to me now. And BGRY, we'll stick around a little bit longer for BGRY to see if it gets back over 20. If it can't get back over 20, then we're gonna call it a day. So we'll give it like another, we'll just see. We'll just see. We'll give it another like 5 minutes. Okay, so watching BGRY, see if we can get back over 215, 220 area. Has to hold 2, the VWAP here at SAT2. So volume's kind of died off here, which is not looking good. So not only would we have to get it back over to 215, we'd have to see volume start to come into the stock again. Make sure people are watching it. Let's see, TOMZ. TOMZ popped up. Is it halted? TOMZ. Yeah, it's halted. Okay. Maybe we'll watch TOMZ on resumption. It's showing 91 resumption, which is not good. Actually, no. It's showing 130. Okay. We'll see. We'll see TOMZ resumption. Maybe we get something there. So it halted at 37.46. We should see resumption here at 42, 42, 46. So we'll watch resumption at 42, 46. It's low volume for now, but maybe because everything else died off, maybe traders that are still sticking around to get green, maybe they're still watching for halting stocks, and TOMZ looks pretty good as a candidate. So we'll see. Still gonna be watching for volume on BGRY, and we'll watch resumption on TOMZ. So there's 13 on BGRY. Can we get 15? High, the last candle was 17 on the 5-minute chart. So we'll get started here at 15. We'll look for an ad at 17. Volume is coming in. So watching volume come into this as we get over 17 and watching 20. There's 14 on the ask. 15. There's 19, watching 20 here. So added for the break of 20. Average is 16, watching 20 break. So sellers at 17. Can we get green through 17? There we go. There's green at 17. We break through that seller. High last candle was 19. There's 20. Can we get the break? There's the break, watching 23, 22. There we go, gotten some out there, 23. Now watching 24, 25. There's 25. Seller at 25. Taking some more off at 24 if I can. Took some off at 23. Taking the rest off at 23. Okay, so we hit a high of 24 there. We want this candle, this 5-minute candle, we want it to close at like 27.30. If it's gonna look to break high day again. So there's 19 on the dip. There's 15 on the dip. TOMZ resumes in 1 minute. Right now it's showing a resumption of 131. 131. Ideally, we just need to see volume come into TOMZ. If we don't see volume come in, there's no trade. There has to be at least 100,000 shares of volume. At least on the resumption candle. Actually, it resumes 3/4 of the way through the minute. It just needs to have more volume than it had here going into the halt. 25 on BGRY. Resumption on TOMZ here. There's the volume coming in. Can we get over 30? I'll watch it for a move over 30. Seller at 25. So, not too much of an increase in volume. There's more volume, but it's mostly on the sell side. There's lots of sellers coming in at 21 and 23. So watch 21, see if we break that seller. I'm gonna hop in here at 22. I'll look for an add at 30. So adding there at 27, watching 30 break. Can we get 31? Can we get 31 here? Taking 200 off at 29. Now watching 31 for the break. 30 is breaking. Watch 31 for high day break. It'll pop on everyone's scanners then. I take it off at 29. It's not breaking just yet. Alright, so short-lived moved on TOMZ. We got a nice little bounce. It couldn't break 31. BGRY. Looks like it's ending this candle at its highs. That's good. It's looking good for a curl to 30. TOMZ is actually still holding up with some volume. So I'll see if it attempts 30 again. I'll hop in here at 27. Watching 28 here on TOMZ. Gonna hop back out at 25, 24. TOMZ looks like we need a break through 30. Volume's decreasing. There's 29. Volume's increasing now. Watching the break of 29. There's a seller there. Watching that seller, see if it comes down. There's 30. Watching break of 30, 31. Watching 31 here. There's 33. Seller at 33. Can we break that seller at 33? Can we get enough volume to get break through that? Taking off half at 32 just to play it safe. That seller at 33 is not budging. There it goes. Watching 35. Watching 35 here. There's 34. So there, I'm out at 35. Back in 34, watching 38. Out at 32. Didn't like that pop and drop. Okay, we're gonna put our focus on BGRY because it's actually moving up here at 40, high day 45. So watching a dip, there's 32. Watching 40 here. And at 38, watching 40 for the break. There's 40. Can we get break of 40 up to 45? 45 is high a day. So watching 40. Took some off at 39 and 40. Took some more off at 39. Might miss the breakout here. Back in 44, watching 45 breakout. There's 45. Can we get break of 50 here? Gonna pop out at 43. So there's sellers at 51. Sellers at 51. Watching 50 and it's 51 break. And at 48. Watching 50. Can we get that break of 51? There's a big seller at 51. If we can't get the break of 51, we'll get out. Just 41 on the ask for a moment. 41 on the bid. I might have to cut this. Lots of selling pressure. 42 on the ask. Nope, we got to cut it. 30. Cut it at 34. So unfortunately, we get another big red candle on BGRY. Let's see, where are we on the day? 7:13. It's not bad. I don't remember what we were at before the BGRY trade. Gave back 14 cents on 600. 60, 80. Gave back 80. We were at 800. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I don't want to stick around for another BGR Y cup and handle. It's just gonna take too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm happy where I am right now too. 7:13's a totally fine day. From a day that looked like it was only gonna be like 300, so we were even red today at like 200 at a point or 300. So yeah, it's totally a fine day that we're ending at 7:13. Gonna go ahead and call it here. And yeah, I've been so used to having these like over $1,000 days that it's like when I get a day like this, it's like it's not bad. It's not a bad day. It's still a good day. Just need to be grateful for it. So this is all I could get today. So 7:13, we'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have a recap for you guys on yesterday's trading on what happened. So I'll try to get that out today. If I can't, it'll definitely be out sometime this week. But yeah, yesterday we were able to end green. All right, have a great day, Fat GQ, Jonathan. Very rough day. Yeah, hopefully you were able to do okay in the sim. Yeah. So have a great day, all. I'll be ciao. Yeah, I'll get going. See you guys. Thank you for being here.